Well, here's a sight we are all too familiar with. Parts of Houston underwater as now Tropical Depression Beta continues to dump rain on us. A warning to stay off the roads, folks. A major highway still shut down after rescue crews rushed to save stranded drivers along Highway 288. And the water is creeping closer to some homes in low-lying areas. And more rain, of course, is on the way. Hello, welcome to Tuesday. I'm Len Cannon. It has been 18 hours since Beta made landfall on the Texas coast. It has weakened the storm to a depression, but Reka, the threat far from over.
Yes, it is not over. Flash flood warnings are still active, and they could be extended again when Beta dumps more rain on Houston area communities later on tonight. Now, tracking it all, the KHOU 11 weather team is spread out across the metro area in some of the hardest hit neighborhoods. But first, let's go to meteorologist Addison Green in the weather center. The rain may be taking a break right now, but it isn't over yet, Addie.
No, Reka, unfortunately, I should say, we do have to deal with more of Beta coming our way. That is now a tropical depression. Latest information coming in from the National Hurricane Center as of their 4 o'clock update. It has weakened down to 30-mile-per-hour winds, but good news, it is now starting to move a little bit more than it was doing earlier at 5 miles per hour to that east-northeasterly direction. So as it does so, it will start to march across areas just between Houston and Galveston to the northeast. And as it does so over time, we'll still get more rain bands coming on in. But for the most part, the heaviest rain bands are pushing on in just east of Winnie towards the Beaumont area, and there is one more band pushing on up just east of Galveston, curving up in towards the downtown area. So just have a few more hours to deal with heavy rain coming on in before lighter rain starts to come our way. Still have some flash flooding concerns across the heart of the city down towards the associated counties like Fort Bend County, Galveston County, and Brazoria County. We have seen areas picking up on average about 8 to 10 inches of rain, some spots picking up a foot of rain, and that's why a lot of those bayous right there, Buffalo Bayou, Brays Bayou, Sims Bayou, have all seen a lot of rain come down, fill up in those areas, and the bayous like the Clear Creek Bayou have gone over their banks. And unfortunately, from Brookside Village down towards Clear Lake, we have seen a lot of instances of flooding being an issue. So the latest on Tropical Depression Beta, that flash flood threat will continue overnight. Several more inches of rain could potentially be coming on our way, and Reka, the rain will be moving on out by the time we get towards midday tomorrow.
All right, Addison, that's good to know. Thank you so much. You know, Clear Creek breached its banks in Pearland, flooding areas hit hard by Harvey just 3 years ago. Jason Miles is live with a look from the ground and over the area. Jason.
Hey there, Reka. The water I'm walking through right now is from Clear Creek, which I can see from here. It started coming out of its banks last night. Fortunately, we've seen the water recede some during the course of this afternoon, but certainly Beta remains a concern. Retired teacher Barbara James waits in waders as water inches closer to her Pearland home.
The water has come up so quickly.
She lives within sight of Clear Creek, as seen here from Drone 11. That bridge is Yost Boulevard. James says she hasn't seen it this bad except for when Harvey left a huge mess.
4.5 feet inside. It was very, very bad.
Unexpected.
Totally.
Many homeowners have totally renovated since then, knowing flooding could happen again.
It's part of living here, and it's what you deal with.
But it couldn't come at a worse time for some.
And I think that a lot of people have had a really crappy year, and it just keeps going. So it's really sad. A lot of PTSD is happening.
I've seen emergency crews stage rescue equipment near Clear Creek, and I'm told at least one resident in the area was brought out by boat, something James hopes to avoid.
I put that stone in my driveway, and that marked the water level, so I'd know when to call my son and tell him to come and get us.
So far, so good for Miss James. I have a view of her house as we speak. Meanwhile, public works crews in this area have been coming out to neighborhoods like this and putting up barriers so people can't access these streets, although there have been a lot of people coming by just to get a look at things. I've also seen some families collect bricks and other things so they can raise up some of their furniture as a precaution. Lynn?
All right, Jason, thank you. Hopefully no water gets into anybody's homes. This was 288 underwater this morning. The freeway was closed near the medical center. Some drivers had to abandon their cars. Others needed help getting to safety. We witnessed a high water rescue vehicle, see that on the left, with lights flashing, driving down the highway to save some folks who appear to be stranded in their car. Houston officials are telling us they performed more than 60 rescues since the rain started falling last night.
I want to caution people, if you, number one, stay home, okay? Just stay home, stay off the roads. That will help you out, and it'll help us out as well. So.
And this is what 288 looks like right now. Still closed off, still some water on the road in some spots. If you need to be out on the roads tonight, be aware of road closures. It only takes a foot of water to float your car. And you can check out a list of all the high water spots with the free KHU 11 News mobile app so you can quickly get home and safely as possible. Communities near Meyerland are always on high alert when severe weather moves through. Adam Bennett, how is Brays Bayou handling all of this rainfall?
Well, Len, so far so good, and it continues to improve as the day has gone on. Of course, with Meyerland, there's always that concern. It, of course, flooded 3 times within the span of 2.5 years. Most recently with Hurricane Harvey back in 2017. Since then, this area and many areas along Brays Bayou have seen a lot of money come in for Project Brays, a series of flood control projects to try to prevent something like that from happening again. And today, several residents I talked to believe that project has done its job. Now, I want to show you some video from earlier. This was just before the lunch hour when we shot this video. The water level's probably gone down about 5 feet since we shot that video. The high point was still a little more than 4 feet under the likely flooding level, according to Harris County Flood Control District data. It hit that peak about 4 this morning. It's really been going down ever since. Now, gauges said that there's been more than 11 inches of rain that have fallen here total since yesterday. It's quite a bit, but Jeff Linder with the county says that a break in the rain has helped Brays Bayou recede, and Judge Lena Hidalgo also said that the ongoing Project Brays may have made a difference.
So we hope that that's had some positive impact in the fact that Brays Bayou so far has held up. Of course, there's work left to do. So that's the issue with some of the areas, particularly Hunting, Halls, Greens Bayou. If we were to see rain there, those are some of the areas where we still have quite a bit of work left to do in our projects. Those aren't done overnight, and Brays is one of them.
And this Project Brays includes more than 75 projects spread over 31 miles. It is getting close to completion. That all includes widening bayous, building detention ponds, and raising or rebuilding bridges along the way. Again, here in Meyerland, from what we have been able to see and all the reports we've seen, this water has stayed well within its banks. Len?
Yeah, that is great news, Adam. Thank you. Some folks decided to brave Brays Bayou. Look at this kayaker showing how fast that current is moving. He is speeding down the bayou. This is on Braeswood Boulevard near Stella Link. That swift water can be dangerous if you are caught in the current, so folks, be careful out there.
Yeah, be careful indeed. Several school districts canceled class or moved to online learning because of the rain. Waller ISD sent kids home around midday, and Katy ISD had classes as planned, saying they believed kids could get to and from school safely. But Galveston ISD just announced classes are canceled again tomorrow because of this ongoing flooding. Now, Aldine, A-Leaf, Channel View, those are just a few of the districts who went fully virtual today because of the severe weather. Online learning has really taken off, though, because of the pandemic. Now, because we are your education station, KHOU is talking to parents on Nextdoor about it. Mom Amy S. in Memorial Northwest writes, this may be the sign of the times where schools won't have to do makeup days. Just put the assignments online for kids to do. And parent and Humble ISD teacher Christina Ford shares this perspective.
It's a day-by-day thing, and we're just going forward with it. We're really being flexible. I think it is going to be a learning phase for us, but I think it's definitely going to be something that we do in the future.
But some parents think virtual learning during severe weather is a great idea in theory. Mom Regina C. shares that switching to 100% online doesn't make sense in the case of a storm, considering the possibility that there is a chance homes could lose power.
Lots of things can go wrong. Thank you, Reka.